Hi, this is Attila 16 and this is another episode of my campaign. So in this battle I'm actually attacking two or three large army. Oh, the first one is pretty small, but the other one will be pretty big. So what I'll need to do now is to go across this pass here. There's a bridge on the other side of the map, but I don't know, don't trust the bridge. It's like dangerous. It's a human creation after all. So I'll bring my troops here, my general here, and I'm missing something here. So I'll bring my levy here. Actually, perhaps I'll deploy them there. And now I'll order my troops forward over there. Now let's see what's going on here. The enemy has artillery. Seem to have some saber cavalry here. And what else here? Shogun infantry. And now I need to determine where the bullets are going. Okay. Wow. They are firing on my katana kashi, I believe. So what I'll do is I'll confuse their aim. Or actually perhaps it's on my yarikashi. Nonetheless, it's clear that right now what I'm doing is simply getting fired upon. There's not much I can do other than that. Other than perhaps sending my troops faster. That might save a few life. Now there's the Shogunate bunch which are here. And these guys have a quite large force, a lot of melee units, bowmans, and that kind of stuff. So they will be a pain, there's no question about it. And now I need to relax a little my general so that my troops can catch up. The enemy artillery are still firing on my troops. And they will get out of ammo at some point. So I can only hope that by that time I won't have lost too many troops. Won't play the bullet dodging game. Because anyway the enemy doesn't seem to have much talent really. All they did was to put one guy on the ground for a few seconds. Oh, that must have been a good shot though. Yeah, that was a good shot. Okay, so I'm pretty much on the other side of the river now. So I'll deploy my line infantry into a line, which is quite a surprise in itself. Deploy my live infantry there, and I'll deploy my different kashi there. I'll bring my general closer. And now what I don't know is if these troops here, they will attack me, or if they will just reach the other group of enemy and just camp there. That's an unpredictable aspect of this battle. I will prefer if they will attack me. That will be very nice of them. I think what I'll do is I'll use my traditional troops to finish off these guys here, because there are not that many, and my troops can likely take care of that. While with my line infantry I'll get my troops ready to face the Shogunate troops. I'll tell them to walk. At the same time here I'll tell my levy to support my traditional troops. And here I'll put my melee units in front, and the matchlock unit as well. And I'll make these run because I want to get rid of that army there first. Now the enemy generals seem to have been updated, so that means they have improved their technology. And okay, I'll tell my Yarikashi to hurry up so they can intercept that saber cavalry. What about the other bunch of Yarikashi? I'll tell them to run as well. Now they are right there. Well, it's a little bit chaotic as an advance, but nonetheless, the goal is really just to get rid of the enemy quickly. What are they doing here? Okay, so the enemy is routed. I'll deploy my matchlock Kashi here. Now the enemy is engaging my Levy, which is an enemy I can afford, troops that I can afford to lose. And at the same time here I'll just remove my matchlock Kashi, there's no point losing them. At the same time I have my Yarikashi, which I don't know what they are doing. Alright, enemy cavalry is pulling back. And now they are routed, so that's good news. Now let's organize these line infantry in a way that can defeat the enemy. And what about these? I'll make them turn to that direction. I'll make my Kanana Kashi as well as Yarikashi attack the enemy. I will order my line infantry to put himself into kneel firing. And now those Katanakashi seem to have been weakened quite a bit. At the same time, they are still a threat. And I'll turn my matchlock Kashi there. And how about bringing my live infantry closer there? I'll order my matchlock Kashi to fire on the remaining enemy general. And I guess I'll turn my own general to face him as well. And now my troops are pushing me perhaps a little too quickly. Need to relax them a little. Now the enemy general decided to charge my own general. So I guess I should remove these. As you might notice, the enemy are putting up a good fight in melee. So that's a little annoying to say the least. Just another thing. The enemy has engaged a few of my troops with Katanakashi. Okay, now I think my line infantry here has done its work, so I'll redeploy them in order to face the remaining Shogunate troops. These as well.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I'll redeploy these into a position where they can fire on the enemy. Deploying these into kneel firing. I don't know where these guys are going, but that's obviously not the path. Here, I'll face the enemy here. I'll deploy a kneel firing here. These need to continue their way. Okay, the enemy as well, so that compensates largely. Now the enemy cavalry seem to be sniping my general, literally. That's a little dangerous. So perhaps what I'll do here is I'll just charge them in melee in order to support my general. And I'll boost my general unit as well as the units around him. And with the infantry, that should save my general. And at the same time here, I can charge the enemy here. I'll charge the matchlock cache with my melee units. At the same time, it's time to redeploy these troops here, over there. And yeah, I'll redeploy a few of my line infantry here. I'll redeploy them here so they can fire. And now I'll make sure that all my troops are facing that mob of enemy. And these are probably good troops, or no, they are line infantry. So I guess it will be a bloodbath. For them at least. Okay, how about engaging? And now I'll charge them all in melee to hopefully reduce their number. And let's go back to the campaign. Okay, so I had a Pyrrhic victory. I killed 2,500 and lost 1,100. Now my units are quite weak now, but at the same time the benefit from all this is that these armies are probably wiped out now, which is a good thing because it will allow me to push further. At the same time, what I'll do is I'll merge these different units, and this way that will allow me to pursue the enemy into their own territory with different armies which I will merge. And by merging these units, it will allow me to replace them with other units in the future and elsewhere. So it increases my revenues, and I'll be able to face the opposition here. So I'll go to Omi with this army here. And I guess what I'll do is I'll merge these two armies, and then I'll push to the South Shinamo province. And at the same time, I probably should try to destroy this army here, because they are just pillaging my land, and that's just useless. For me, at least. Okay, so I'll fix what they broke. And I'll send back my garrison there. And what about here? What's going on? Okay, so that province is loyal. Now I need to really attack this province here. And from there... Wow, there seems to be a huge army here. These will be difficult to take care of. And they might go attack Mikawa province. So that means I need to expect a counterattack soon. At the same time, I cannot really dedicate any army anywhere. They are all buzzy. Okay, so what's going on here? Can I increase tax? Yeah, I'll just do a tour for taxation, because any money can help right now. I might attack a town and just to loot it. Okay, there's a lot of ship moving as usual, so we'll have to watch all of this. And now when Green Army disappeared, they might ambush me. That's really quite a lot of ships. And I really hope that my ally will get rid of all those pro-shogunate troops in the south and perhaps start moving north to give a hand, because it seems that I have at least 4 or 5 different factions to face, and although my troops are doing a great job in battle, there's some limit at how many troops I have. I need to produce them, and I need to finance my armies. So what I'll do here is I'll move there. And what about that army? What kind of army is that? Oh, they are better than my troops. So I'll send my troops into Ise, and then I'll move them there. This way I will have good protection all over the place. Same time, guess it's time to fix a few things. I'll continue to produce troops because I really need to retake. Oh, never mind. My ally took Setsu, so the enemy has been wiped out. On the other end, what is annoying about this is that now my ally has the port I invested in. So that's a little unfortunate. But I guess what I'll do now is I'll check what kind of army is that. And I'll send my 3 units of line infantry to attack that small army which is looting my area. At the same time, the fact that my allied attack that Setsu province allow me to bring my army here directly, which will save me some time. And what else is going on? I have a ninja over there, I think. Is that mine? Okay, I'll bring that ninja to check what's going on at Ichigo. That seemed to be a friendly province though. Not much to discover there. And now what I want to know is if I can perhaps divide those troops. Yeah, it's clear that this faction here, which is Odawara, they are moving toward Mikawa. So I will try to build up an army to react to that in the coming turns. At the same time here I have merged 2 armies, and I'll try to go capture the province of South Shinano. At the same time I'll go here with my ninja to check out what's going on. There's nothing in North Shinano. Yeah. And I have artillery, which can be useful in a siege, I guess. And what else is going on? One more turn and my artillery will have been upgraded in technology. So, some more ship moving. And the enemy are really sending a few harassing troops right now. It's just they're just sending troops around the place to loot stuff and arm my economy. But my allies seem determined to strike against that. Now these are 2 big army. There's an ambush. I'll ambush them. Decisive victory. Got rid of those. There was a general also, so that's a good thing. Okay, technology. I guess I'll search. Perhaps. What can I search? There's not much. I'll increase my modernization and I'll reduce my administrative costs by researching central reform. It seemed to be the most useful thing. And I need to enchant a character now. So where do I have a geisha? Need her to be good. And now I need to find a character to enchant. Which, not sure where there could be one. Ah, there's one here. It's another geisha. So perhaps this general. But he's likely the general, the faction leader. So I'll go try to enchant one of the guy here. It did not work. So I'll just continue my way here. And I'll deploy my army in an ambush position. Or is it? Here. There you go. While in this province I will produce a few troops. And here I need to route this army here so they won't bother me anymore. There we go. I guess I can push further and attack the green army as well. And here I'll repair the telegraph office. And here I'll fix the port, which will get destroyed again later. And what else is going on in my territory? Oh, I guess I can send these troops up north to reinforce my army here. And there's nothing else to do, I believe. Rest checking my tax. Seem okay. So I'll end the turn now. Now we have a clue of what's going on in Ichigo. And the answer is not much. Now the enemy are ignoring my armies, literally. But I hope that the red faction, which has an army on my territory, will take action about that. And now since the south seems secured, all the faction down south are sending troops in the north. And that will be particularly helpful. At the same time, what I'm a little concerned about is that I need a certain amount of province in order to win the campaign. And as a result of that, if the allies capture too much land, then I'm stuck perhaps declaring war on my allies. Okay, so that's a huge army coming. 2 huge armies. And what I need to do here is, well, I cannot save Owari. So I guess I'll go chase this army here, which might be a waste of time. So I'll send my army into that town here. At the same time, I'll bring back my ninja in the south. And I need to enchant somebody still. There we go. So what does that give me? Okay, that boosts my geisha actions. So now I will attack that province. And that might hopefully destroy this faction. Don't believe they have any more territory. And since I need the money, I'll loot the province. That will create some disorder. But the loot will largely compensate all that. At least that's what I hope. So let's produce an army now in order to face those hordes which are coming. So I'll produce more line infantry here. And I'll produce Market and Akashi, which are pretty good. I don't have much to produce there. How about here? I'll produce a few troops just to increase stability in those provinces. This province is quite developed and it's pretty annoying that I'll lose it, but cannot do much about that. Here I'll establish a spy network and perhaps that will give me a few clues about what's going on around there. I have one... okay, don't have anything which is useful right now. Yeah, I think I'll lose a worry without having much of an option there. Although it's quite developed, and I don't know what kind of army that is. Seems pretty good, but it's far from certain that it's invincible even by garrison standard. So I will send one more spy to have a better idea. Yeah, it doesn't seem that technologically advanced, so I might have a chance there. Unlikely, but possible. Okay, what about this? I'll end the turn here. Even though I have plenty of cash, I won't spend it yet. I'll accumulate it first. The thing is that it's best to invest your money into good units, because with good units you can defeat quite a lot of enemies. And I'm fairly comfortable when it comes to income, so that's a good thing. Oh, did my ally just lose a horde of troops? What I'm a little puzzled about is that they totally ignored the garrison. No, nice, they decided to divide their troops, so they're attacking with a smaller army. So I'll do this battle in the next episode, so check it out.